Let's uncover the truth about the sun's enormous mass. The sun, a giant sphere of glowing gas, holds a staggering weight of about 333,000 times that of Earth. This immense mass makes up 99.86% of the total mass in our solar system, meaning it truly is the heavyweight champion of our celestial neighborhood. So what does this mean for us? The sun's remarkable gravity plays a vital role in keeping all the planets, including Earth, in a stable orbit around it. Without the sun's gravitational pull, our planet would drift aimlessly into the vastness of space, jeopardizing life as we know it. The sun also influences the orbits of comets and asteroids, and even helps define the structure of our solar system. Understanding the sun's mass and gravity helps astronomers study not only our sun, but also other stars in the universe, revealing secrets about how they form and behave. Prepare to be amazed by the common ostrich. This remarkable bird holds the title for being the heaviest bird that can actually fly, tipping the scales between 24 and 42 pounds. You might be surprised to learn that despite its ability to fly, the common ostrich prefers strutting about on land. These fascinating creatures spend most of their time walking, using their strong legs to cover distances quickly. When faced with danger, they might take flight, but it's not their go-to move. Instead, they rely on their impressive speed, which can reach up to 45 miles per hour. This makes them well-suited for avoiding predators in their native African habitats. The ostrich's wings aren't just for show, they use them to help balance while running or to display during mating rituals. Isn't it incredible how such a hefty bird adapts to life on the ground rather than in the air? Prepare to be amazed by Mariana's Trench. This incredible underwater canyon plunges to a staggering depth of about 11 kilometers, making it the deepest known part of our oceans. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Situated in the western Pacific Ocean, Mariana's Trench has fascinated scientists, explorers, and adventurers for years due to its dark and mysterious environment. Not only does it hold many strange and unique species adapted to survive in extreme pressure and cold, but it also serves as a site for intriguing mysteries and artifacts that have been discovered. Some scientists believe it may be home to undiscovered organisms or even remnants from human exploration. As we continue to learn more about this underwater marvel, what secrets might we uncover next? Could Mariana's Trench hold the key to understanding life on Earth and beyond? Did you know that space is incredibly cold? In the vast emptiness between stars and galaxies, temperatures can plummet to around minus 270 degrees Celsius, just above absolute zero. At this chilling level, atomic motion nearly stops, which means that matter behaves quite differently than we're used to here on Earth. Space isn't like our atmosphere. It doesn't trap heat, making it a frigid environment. For instance, when objects drift in the darkness of space without the warmth of sunlight, they rapidly lose their thermal energy. This explains why astronauts wear insulated suits when exploring beyond our planet. They must shield themselves from the intense cold, which can freeze their bodies in mere moments. So the next time you gaze at the stars, remember that while they might twinkle warmly in the night sky, the space surrounding them is a freezing vacuum that challenges the very nature of matter. Did you know about global food waste levels? Each year, nearly 1 billion metric tons of food goes to waste across the globe, a staggering figure that highlights a major issue in our society. Surprisingly, households are responsible for about 61% of this waste. This means that in our own kitchens, millions of fruits, vegetables, and entire meals are discarded instead of being consumed. Why is this happening? One reason is overbuying or misunderstanding expiration dates, leading many of us to throw away perfectly good food. Additionally, leftovers often go uneaten because they aren't properly stored or simply forgotten in the fridge. Not only does this waste contribute to overflowing landfills, but it also affects our environment as decomposing food produces greenhouse gases. By being mindful of our purchasing habits and embracing creative ways to use leftovers, we can help reduce this massive waste. How can you contribute to the solution? You won't believe this about the Entente Cordiale. This agreement between Britain and France was a pivotal moment in history, ending centuries of rivalry and conflict between the two nations. Signed in 1904, The Entente Cordiale aimed to foster cooperation and understanding, allowing both countries to focus on their international ambitions. Ironically, the very peace they celebrated led to fierce competition in colonizing Africa, where both nations sought to expand their empires. This highlights the complex nature of international relations, where cooperation can coexist with competition. While they were shaking hands in Europe, both Britain and France were racing to claim vast territories in Africa, often disregarding the local populations. The Entente Cordiale marked a fascinating shift, revealing how former enemies could become allies, yet still vie for power on the world stage. How do you think this shaped global politics in the years to come? Let's uncover the truth about bathroom accidents. Each year, over 40,000 people in the United States find themselves injured while using the toilet, a surprising statistic that reveals just how common bathroom mishaps really are. From slips and falls to improper lifting techniques, the reasons for these injuries can be varied and unexpected. For instance, wet floors from splashes or spills often lead to dangerous slips, especially for older adults. Additionally, many injuries occur when people bend awkwardly or try to reach for something on the bathroom counter, resulting in strains or falls. Another common issue is the design of certain toilets that may not be accessible for everyone, increasing the risk of accidents. Awareness of these hazards can help in preventing injuries. Simple changes like using non-slip mats or maintaining a clutter-free environment can make a huge difference. With these stats in mind, we need to ask ourselves, how can we make bathrooms safer for everyone? Hard to believe, but First Lady isn't always a wife. The title of First Lady of the United States can actually belong to someone other than the president's spouse. If a president is unmarried, the role can be filled by a daughter, niece, or even a sister. This means that the duties of the First Lady, often including social advocacy, hosting events, and championing various causes, can be taken on by female relatives. For instance, if a president were single, his daughter could step into this significant role, much like how a class captain might have a cousin take over morning announcements when they can't be present. This unique aspect of the First Lady's position highlights the flexibility and importance of female figures in American leadership, showing that the influence of women is a vital part of the presidency, regardless of marital status. Isn't it fascinating how history can bend the rules? This might surprise you. Kids sleepwalk more than adults. Research shows that sleepwalking occurs in 5 to 15% of children each year, while only 1 to 1.5% of adults experience this unusual nighttime behavior. The reason behind this difference often ties back to genetics, meaning that if a child has a family history of sleepwalking, their chances of doing it themselves increase. Sleepwalking typically happens during deep sleep and can lead to some amusing or even scary situations, like a child wandering around the house unaware. While most children outgrow sleepwalking, it can be concerning for parents who might catch their little ones in action. Enhancing safety at home, like removing obstacles and monitoring sleep patterns, can help keep sleepwalking kids safe. So if your kid gets up in the night and starts walking around, know they might just be part of that sleepwalking statistic. Have you heard of Lake Hillier's wild pink color? This stunning lake, located on Middle Island in Australia, is famous for its eye-popping hue, drawing visitors from all over the globe. But what makes this lake so uniquely beautiful? The secret lies in tiny microorganisms known as halophilic bacteria. These special bacteria thrive in the lake's salty environment, producing a bright pink pigment that gives the water its vibrant color. The pink effect is more intense during warmer months and can be seen clearly from the air, creating a breathtaking view against the surrounding green landscape and blue ocean. Despite its beauty, Lake Hillier is not just a pretty sight, it also serves as a fascinating example of how life can thrive in extreme conditions. Scientists are still studying this incredible natural wonder to understand how these organisms contribute to such vivid color. So if you're looking for a one-of-a-kind adventure or a perfect Instagram shot, Lake Hillier should definitely be on your list. Who wouldn't want to see the world's pink lake in person? Can you imagine a world without purpose? This thought-provoking idea touches on the profound connection between religion and our search for meaning in life. Many individuals turn to religious beliefs to answer essential questions about why we exist and what our purpose might be. These beliefs often provide comfort, community, and a sense of direction, guiding people through life's challenges. In societies where religion plays a significant role, traditions and values shape how individuals see their place in the world. Yet not everyone finds their purpose through religion. Some seek answers in philosophy, science, or personal experiences. This ongoing quest for meaning raises intriguing questions. Are our lives truly predetermined by some divine plan, or do we have the freedom to create our own paths? As we explore these ideas, we realize that understanding our purpose might be one of the most universal journeys we all share. Here's a wild fact about the Eddie Murphy rule. This quirky name actually comes from Section 746 of the 2010 U.S. Dodd-Frank Act, a law designed to tighten regulations in the financial industry. The rule prohibits people from trading securities based on non-public information that was sneakily obtained from government sources. The amusing name pays homage to the 1984 film Trading Places, where two characters cunningly use insider information to make a fortune in the stock market. This connection highlights the importance of ethical behavior in trading. Following the crash of 2008, lawmakers recognized the need to protect innocent investors and maintain fairness. In a world where information is power, the Eddie Murphy rule ensures that everyone plays by the same rules, preventing corruption and promoting trust in our financial systems. Would you want to invest if you knew some people had secret advantages? Is it really true that quirky dancers scare away spirits? The quirky are vibrant Bulgarian performers known for their lively traditional dances, especially during the onset of winter. Wearing colorful costumes, these dancers engage in rituals that serve a unique purpose: to chase away evil spirits and usher in good fortune. This fascinating tradition blends music, movement, and ancient beliefs, creating a captivating spectacle that not only entertains but also strengthens community ties. As winter approaches, villagers gather to witness these performances, which showcase intricate steps and spirited rhythms. The costumes, often adorned with bells and other decorations, enhance the experience, making the dancers resemble mythical guardians. Each performance is a celebration of culture, reflecting the hopes of the community for protection and prosperity in the cold months ahead. The quirky dances are a striking reminder of how traditions can unite people and preserve their heritage. So next winter, if you hear the sound of ringing bells and lively music, you'll know the quirky are out to protect their community. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Glastonbury Tor holds secrets. This iconic hill in Somerset, England, rises majestically above the town, not just offering stunning views, but also weaving an intricate tapestry of history and legend. Crowned by the remains of a medieval church tower, Glastonbury Tor is a magnet for both tourists and spiritual seekers. Historically, it has been regarded as a sacred site, with roots tracing back to ancient times, where it attracted countless pilgrims. The hill's connection to King Arthur adds a captivating layer to its story, with many claiming Arthur is buried here. And the Tor possibly marks the entrance to Avalon, a mythical realm of healing and enchantment. As visitors climb its slopes, they immerse themselves in these rich narratives, seeking the spiritual energy that radiates from this remarkable site. With every step taken on Glastonbury Tor, one can feel the weight of centuries of stories and legends around them. Whether intrigued by history or drawn to spirituality, exploring Glastonbury Tor offers an unforgettable experience, inviting everyone to uncover its mysteries. Believe it or not, cocaine was part of the Blues Brothers' budget. During the making of this iconic 1980 film, an unusual line item was included in the budget for the notorious drug. The movie, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, was all about fun, music, and outrageous antics. But it took place during a time when drug culture was rampant in Hollywood. Although the amount designated for on-screen use was intended as a prop, it reflects the wild lifestyle that surrounded the film's production. The crew often faced various challenges, and some believed that the drug culture fueled creativity or helped cope with stress. Thankfully, the film's legacy is all about the unforgettable music and comedy that emerged from it, rather than the darker side of its behind-the-scenes story. How did such a classic emerge from such a chaotic time? Have you heard John Krasinski's hilarious audition story? During his audition for the beloved series The Office, John Krasinski unknowingly voiced his concerns about the show's future right in front of one of its key decision-makers, the executive producer. Picture this. A nervous Krasinski candidly shared his worries about how the show might turn out, not realizing the very person he was talking to had a major hand in shaping it. This moment not only highlights Krasinski's honesty, but also adds a layer of humor to the audition process. It's a reminder that even talented actors can feel anxious and uncertain about their roles. Fortunately, the producers saw something in him, and he went on to become the charismatic Jim Halpert, winning the hearts of millions along the way. Isn't it fascinating how unexpected moments can sometimes lead to incredible opportunities? Scientists recently discovered that Iraq enforces a strict alcohol ban. Since 2016, Iraq has taken a bold step by enforcing a total ban on the production and sale of alcohol, marking a significant shift in the country's cultural landscape. This decision aligns with Iraq's Islamic traditions, which typically discourage or prohibit alcohol consumption. The consequences of breaking this law can be quite severe. Violators risk penalties ranging dramatically from as little as $8 to an astonishing $20,000, depending on the seriousness of their infraction. This ban has ignited a mixture of reactions among citizens, prompting some to return to traditional practices or seek out smuggled alternatives to alcohol. Interestingly, the regulation highlights the complexities of modern Iraqi society, where young people often feel the weight of such restrictions the most. While the law aims to uphold social values, it also provokes discussion about personal freedoms and cultural expression. Overall, Iraq's alcohol ban serves as a striking example of how legislation can influence the daily lives, social interactions, and cultural dynamics of its citizens. Why exactly does chess have a world champion? The first official World Chess Championship took place in 1886, marking a monumental moment in the history of the game. This championship featured German chess master Wilhelm Steinitz and his American challenger, Johannes Zukertort, battling it out in a series of matches. Steinitz emerged victorious, claiming the title and establishing a formal recognition of chess as a competitive sport. Before this event, chess was played for fun, and victories were often informally acknowledged. The championship changed the landscape, setting a standard for future contests and allowing players worldwide to aspire to the title. Today, the World Chess Championship continues to captivate fans, showcasing not just the mastery of strategy and tactics, but also the rich tradition of the game that began over a century ago. Who will be the next champion? Did you know your stomach gets a brand new lining? The human stomach is an incredible organ that plays a vital role in digestion, breaking down the food we eat. To ensure that it functions properly, something fascinating happens. The cells lining the stomach are replaced every 3 to 4 days. This process prevents the stomach from digesting itself, which could be disastrous. The stomach produces gastric acid to help break down food. However, this strong acid could also harm the stomach walls if it weren't for the constant renewal of these cells. Each of these new cells helps keep the stomach safe from its own corrosive juices, providing a buffer that maintains a healthy environment for digestion. This rapid turnover is just one example of how our bodies are finely tuned machines, constantly repairing and regenerating to keep us healthy. So the next time you enjoy a meal, remember the amazing teamwork happening inside your stomach to keep you safe and well-nourished. Why exactly does honey preserve Alexander the Great? After his remarkable life, Alexander the Great met an untimely end in 323 BCE, leaving a legacy that still fascinates us today. One peculiar detail surrounding his death is that he was embalmed in a coffin filled with honey. This practice not only honored his extraordinary status, but also served a practical purpose. Honey, known for its antibacterial properties, helps prevent decay. In ancient times, people were aware of honey's ability to preserve food in bodies. Using this golden substance in Alexander's embalming process ensured that his body would remain intact for longer. It was believed that this care and preservation reflected the reverence people had for him as a leader and warrior. Today, as historians study ancient practices, The treatment of Alexander's body sparks curiosity about the customs and beliefs of that era. What do you think about this sweet approach to preserving greatness? Have you ever tried a Cadbury flake on ice cream? This delicious chocolate treat was launched in 1920 and has since become a beloved classic, especially in the UK. The Cadbury flake is known for its unique, crumbly texture that makes it a perfect companion for ice cream. One of its most popular uses is as a topping on ice cream cones, where it transforms a simple dessert into something extraordinary. When people order a 99 flake, they're not just getting a typical ice cream cone. They're enjoying a delightful blend of creamy sweetness topped with the rich, chocolatey goodness of a flake bar. The name 99 flake is said to date back to the tradition of selling them at ice cream vans, making it a nostalgic favorite for many. The combination of the cool, velvety ice cream and the crispy flake creates a contrast that tantalizes your taste buds. Whether you're walking along the beach or enjoying a day in the park, the 99 flake brings a touch of joy and indulgence to any moment. Have you tasted this iconic treat yet? Believe it or not, the squidworm is real. This fascinating marine creature measures about 9 centimeters long and boasts a striking resemblance to a tiny squid, sporting 10 tentacles that dance in the water. Found in the deep ocean, the squidworm, also known as a bonosha, plays a significant role in its ecosystem, adding to the remarkable diversity of marine life. Its tentacles help it capture food and navigate through its underwater home, demonstrating just how wonderfully adapted these creatures are to their environment. Living at depths where sunlight barely penetrates, the squidworm showcases the incredible variety of life that thrives in darkness. With such a quirky appearance, you might find yourself wondering what other extraordinary beings exist in the ocean's depths, waiting to be discovered. The squidworm is yet another reminder of how much we have yet to learn about our planet's vast and mysterious oceans. Let's uncover the truth about Roman beauty fads. In ancient Rome, some wealthy women had an unusual and surprising belief. They thought that applying the sweat of gladiators to their skin would enhance their beauty. This bizarre trend shows just how far people would go in search of perfection. Gladiators, who were trained fighters, were often viewed as symbols of strength and virility. The idea was that their sweat contained some sort of magical charm, perhaps making the skin smoother or more radiant. You can imagine these affluent women attending the exciting arena games, eagerly collecting sweat from their victorious heroes. This quirky practice might sound strange to us today, but it reveals the lengths to which people will go to chase beauty ideals. It also sheds light on the value placed on physical appearance in Roman society, which continues to resonate in today's world, where beauty standards often still captivate our imagination and influence our choices. Most people don't know this, but kite fights in Thailand thrill. During these vibrant competitions, competitors control beautifully crafted kites that aren't just colorful, but also produce captivating whistling sounds as they soar through the sky. The unique design of these kites, often made from lightweight materials like paper and bamboo, allows them to dance gracefully in the breeze, while the whistling adds a musical element to the aerial battle. Participants deftly maneuver their kites to outsmart their opponents, aiming to cut the strings of rival kites in midair. This lively spectacle transforms the skies into a swirling blend of color and sound, drawing crowds who cheer and enjoy the festive atmosphere. Traditional kite fighting in Thailand is not just a test of skill, it's a rich cultural experience celebrating creativity and competition. Have you ever seen a kite duel so enchanting? Did you know that Triceratops had a social life? Fossil evidence suggests these fascinating dinosaurs lived in herds, much like some animals today. Their impressive frills and distinctive horns weren't just for show. They played a crucial role in social interactions and helped individual Triceratops recognize each other. Imagine a bustling group of these giant herbivores roaming the lush landscapes of the late Cretaceous period, using their striking features to communicate and bond. The combination of their formidable horns and protective frills made Triceratops one of the most unique herbivores of its time, allowing them to deter predators and navigate their world effectively. Living in herds provided safety in numbers and likely fostered social behaviors, similar to what we observe in modern-day animals. So, next time you think of Triceratops, remember that these dinosaurs were not just solitary giants, but part of a dynamic community. Let's uncover the truth about lions. Did you know that lions in the wild are divided into two main subspecies? The African lion, scientifically named Panthera leo, roams the vast landscapes of Africa south of the Sahara Desert. This majestic creature thrives in diverse habitats like savannas and grasslands, showcasing its impressive social structure by living in prides. On the other hand, the Asiatic lion, known as Panthera leo persica, is found in a much smaller area around Gir Forest National Park in western India. Despite their close genetic ties, these lions face different challenges due to their habitats. The Asiatic lion is critically endangered, with only a few hundred individuals left, while the African lion population, although declining, is larger. Understanding these distinctions helps us appreciate the unique characteristics and conservation needs of each subspecies. So, which lion do you find more fascinating? Prepare to be amazed by fleas' special combs. These tiny creatures, often seen as pesky nuisances, have a fascinating adaptation that helps them stay put on their hosts. Fleas possess specialized spines on their bodies known as combs, which act like tiny hooks. They help these jumpy insects cling tightly to their furry friends, whether it's a dog, cat, or even a wild animal. This clever feature makes it harder for the host to lick them away, allowing fleas to feed on their blood without getting easily dislodged. In contrast, humans don't have these spines, which is why it's much simpler for us to remove fleas from our skin. Imagine how different our lives would be if we had to deal with something that clung to us as tenaciously as fleas cling to their hosts. Understanding these unique adaptations not only highlights the resilience of fleas, but also helps us appreciate the challenges of dealing with them in our pets. What if I told you some octopuses can sting? Surprisingly, certain species of octopus have developed venomous capabilities that serve as an effective defense mechanism against predators. For instance, the blue-ringed octopus, a tiny but deadly creature found in the Pacific and Indian Oceans, carries a potent toxin called tetrodotoxin. This venom is strong enough to paralyze small fish and even humans, making it one of the most dangerous marine animals. Different species of octopus exhibit varying levels of venom. Some are entirely harmless while others possess toxins that can deter or even kill larger threats. These amazing adaptations allow octopuses to thrive in diverse environments, engaging in fascinating behaviors like camouflage and intelligence. So next time you see an octopus, remember that beyond their quirky appearance lies a world of surprising abilities. Who knew these creatures were so formidable? Ever thought about why military mascots matter? In the British Army, regimental mascots are more than just adorable animals. They embody a rich tradition that blends whimsy with discipline. Each regiment often chooses a specific animal to represent their unit, which can range from goats to dogs, or even more exotic creatures. These mascots are not only there for morale, but also serve to strengthen the bond between soldiers and their communities. The quirky nature of having a mascot lightens the serious atmosphere of military life, reminding everyone that even in structured environments, there's room for a little fun. When an animal becomes part of a regiment, it symbolizes loyalty and courage, echoing the qualities soldiers strive for. Plus, the sight of a goat or a terrier marching alongside troops boosts camaraderie and national pride. So next time you see a military mascot, remember the joy and tradition it represents. Turns out the truth is that slavery was a business. The Atlantic slave trade reveals a tragic and unsettling chapter in human history, known particularly for its triangle trade system. This horrific practice functioned through three distinct legs. Initially, ships embarked from Europe to West Africa, where countless individuals were captured and sold into a life of slavery. The next leg transported these enslaved individuals to the Caribbean, where they toiled under brutal conditions to cultivate cash crops like sugar and tobacco. These highly valuable products were then loaded onto ships and sent back to New England, where they were exchanged for manufactured goods, including clothing, tools, and rum. This cycle of exploitation and abuse completed the triangle and was driven by an insatiable greed for profit, completely disregarding the sanctity of human life. As millions of people were uprooted from their homes and separated from their families, their identities were erased, reducing them to mere commodities. The impact of the triangle trade went far beyond economics. It profoundly influenced societies and cultures, leaving scars that still resonate today. Recognizing this painful history enables us to appreciate the strength of those affected and underscores the importance of acknowledging and learning from our past. Ever wondered about R.L. Stine's writing journey? At 81 years old, R.L. Stine, the brilliant mind behind the spooky and thrilling Goosebumps series, is still actively crafting new tales that have captivated young readers for decades. This iconic author is known for his ability to blend humor with horror, making every page a thrilling adventure for kids and adults alike. Surprisingly, Stine shows no signs of slowing down. He's set to release the latest installment of the beloved series in August 2025. Since the first Goosebumps book hit the shelves in 1992, millions of copies have flown off the racks, enchanting children around the world. Stine's unique ability to tap into the fears and imaginations of his readers is what keeps the series alive and fresh. So what thrilling surprises might he have in store for fans in the upcoming book? You won't believe this about dark chocolate. Contrary to what many think, this delicious treat might actually be better for your teeth than other sugary snacks. Dark chocolate, particularly varieties that boast a high cocoa content and low sugar levels, contains compounds that can actually help fight off the bacteria responsible for cavities. These compounds, known as polyphenols, have been shown to inhibit the growth of harmful bacteria in the mouth. Moreover, dark chocolate contains minerals like phosphorus and calcium, which strengthen teeth. So while it's still wise to enjoy it in moderation, indulging in a small piece of dark chocolate could benefit your dental health. Next time you're craving something sweet, consider reaching for a piece of dark chocolate instead of a sugary candy bar. Who knew treating yourself could be so good for your smile? What makes Hawaii's education system so unique? Hawaii stands out in the United States because it operates under just one school district for the entire state. This means that all the islands, from the big ones like Hawaii and Maui to smaller ones like Molokai and Lanai, are unified under a single administration. This setup allows for consistent educational policies and resources across all islands, making it easier to share best practices and support students no matter where they live in the archipelago. However, it also presents challenges, such as addressing the diverse needs of students in urban Honolulu versus those in more rural areas. Additionally, this centralized system can make it difficult for local communities to influence decisions that affect their schools. Despite these challenges, Hawaii's unique approach promotes a sense of unity and shared responsibility for education, helping to create a system that reflects the state's rich cultural diversity. Would local communities be better served by a more decentralized approach? Did you know roses symbolize love for over 5,000 years? This beautiful flower has a captivating history stretching back to ancient civilizations like the Romans and Greeks. These cultures revered roses not just for their stunning appearance, but also for their deep connections to love and passion. They associated these blooms with their goddesses of love, Aphrodite for the Greeks and Venus for the Romans, showing just how important roses were in conveying romantic emotions. Fast forward to today, and the tradition of gifting roses remains strong, with each color carrying its own special meaning. A red rose still signifies true love, while a yellow rose expresses friendship, and a white rose symbolizes purity. Beyond their meanings, roses enchant us with their beauty and sweet fragrance, making them a universal emblem of romance. It's fascinating how something as simple as a flower can hold so much history and emotion, isn't it? Let's uncover the truth about Children's Day in India. Every year on November 14th, the country celebrates not just children, but also the birthday of its first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru had a special fondness for kids, believing that they were the future of the nation. This special day is marked with events like cultural programs, competitions, and fun activities aimed at promoting the well-being of children. Interestingly, This date falls exactly 9 months after Valentine's Day, creating a humorous connection between love and the joy of new life. Schools across India often organize celebrations that include storytelling, singing, and games, creating an unforgettable experience for young ones. Parents and communities are encouraged to nurture and support children, reminding everyone that their happiness and education are vital for a bright future. So this November, will you join in the festivities and celebrate the joy of childhood? Can a helicopter really land on Mount Everest? On May 14, 2005, French pilot Didier Delsalle achieved an incredible feat by becoming the first and only person to land a helicopter at the summit of the world's highest peak. Delsalle piloted the Eurocopter AS-350 Squirrel, a remarkable helicopter known for its versatility and reliability. The conditions were far from easy, with thin air and extreme winds creating a tough challenge. The helicopter had to maneuver in an environment where most aircraft wouldn't even dream of flying. Despite these challenges, Didier Delsalle's successful landing not only showcased his exceptional flying skills, but also pushed the boundaries of what we knew about aviation limits. This monumental achievement opened doors for further exploration and rescue missions in such harsh environments. How did this daring pilot manage such a daring stunt? Have you ever wondered about high heels' original purpose? Surprisingly, their first use wasn't for fashion-savvy humans, but for protecting horses. Back in the 10th century, Persian cavalrymen wore shoes with raised heels to help keep their feet secure in the stirrups during battle. This ingenious design provided a solid grip, allowing them to ride more effectively. As the trend spread to Europe in the 16th century, high heels transitioned from aiding horses to becoming a symbol of status among aristocrats. Men and women flaunted pointed heels as a part of their fashionable attire. In fact, King Louis XIV of France famously wore heels that elevated him above his peers. Over the centuries, high heels have wandered from practical origins to being seen as both empowering and often uncomfortable in modern fashion. So next time you slip into a pair of heels, consider their fascinating journey through history. Why exactly does sign language have accents? Just like spoken languages, sign languages are rich with variety. Different accents and regional differences reflect the culture and community of the users. For instance, American Sign Language, ASL, varies across states, influenced by local traditions and interactions. If you were to visit different regions in the US, you might notice unique signs or variations in how the same sign is performed. Factors such as age and ethnicity also play a big role. Young signers might have different styles than older generations, and users from different backgrounds can bring their unique flair to the language. Interestingly, whether a person is deaf or hearing can further shape their signing style. This diversity not only enriches sign language, but also highlights the strong cultural identities within the deaf community. Isn't it fascinating how language evolves based on who uses it? Discover how cultures celebrate lost baby teeth. In many places around the world, losing baby teeth is more than just a rite of passage. It's celebrated with fun and unique traditions. For example, in some Latin American countries, a little mouse named El Ratón de los Dientes, or the tooth mouse, is said to sneak in and collect the lost teeth from under pillows. In exchange, children often find small treasures or money left behind. This delightful practice contrasts with the more widely known tooth fairy myth, where the fairy takes the teeth and leaves rewards. Other cultures have their own special customs, like throwing the teeth onto roofs or placing them in specific locations for good luck. These different traditions not only bring joy to children, but also strengthen family bonds as they share stories and experiences surrounding this fun milestone. Which tradition do you find the most interesting? Let's uncover the truth about anthrax dangers. Did you know that weaponized strains of anthrax can stay alive and hazardous for over 40 years? This alarming fact becomes even more chilling when we look back at the UK's testing of an anthrax bomb on Grunar Island in 1942. During this secret experiment, an entire flock of sheep died within just days after the release of the deadly spores. Grunar Island essentially became a no-go zone because of the lingering threat these bacteria posed. Despite efforts to decontaminate the island, anthrax spores remained viable in the soil for decades. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the potential long-term impacts of biological weapons. As we continue to study and understand anthrax, it's crucial to consider both its historical usage and the continued risks it presents today. What measures are in place to keep such threats at bay? Meet the inspiring conjoined twins of Latin America. José Armando and José Luis de Bios are remarkable individuals, recognized as the only adult conjoined twins in Latin America. Their story is not just one of medical rarity, it's a tale of resilience and determination. Joined at the abdomen and sharing vital organs, they face unique challenges every day, yet they maintain an incredibly positive outlook on life. Their bond runs deep as they support each other in achieving personal goals, such as completing their international baccalaureate and pursuing studies in systems engineering. This dream of higher education showcases their commitment not only to their future, but also to educating others about their life experiences. They inspire many by participating in community events, raising awareness about conjoined twins, and celebrating life in all its complexities. Their journey reminds us that what makes us different can also unify us, and together, they strive to break barriers while pursuing their dreams. How can their story inspire us to tackle our own challenges? Have you tried avocado's heart-healthy benefits yet? This creamy fruit is packed with monounsaturated fat, which is known to lower bad cholesterol levels and promote heart health. Unlike saturated fats found in many animal products, the fats in avocados help reduce the risk of heart disease. Beyond their impressive fat content, avocados are brimming with essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They have a wealth of vitamin E, which is important for skin health, and potassium, which can help regulate blood pressure. You can easily incorporate avocados into your meals. Spread them on toast, toss them in salads, or blend them into smoothies for a nutritious boost. Their unique flavor and texture make them a delightful addition to both savory and sweet dishes. So next time you're at the grocery store, consider adding avocados to your cart. They're not just tasty, but they also work wonders for your health. Why not enjoy a delicious and nutritious benefit with every bite? Did you know vampire bats share blood with friends? This fascinating behavior showcases their remarkable social structure. When one bat from a colony has a successful meal and becomes full, it might later find a friend that hasn't eaten. In an act of friendship and survival, the bat will regurgitate some of its blood to help its hungry companion. This behavior isn't just altruistic. It ensures that all members of the colony can survive, especially during tough times. Blood sharing reinforces bonds among the bats, and since their survival depends on the group's cohesion, this mutual aid is crucial. Researchers have observed that these bats can recognize each other and remember previous interactions. So if a bat shares blood, it may expect the favor to be returned later. This reciprocal behavior emphasizes the importance of cooperation in nature, even among creatures often seen as fierce predators. Their fascinating social interactions remind us that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places. Did you know that clouds can weigh over 1 million pounds? It sounds unbelievable, but it's true. A typical cumulus cloud, which is often the fluffy, white cotton-like cloud we see on sunny days, can contain around 500,000 to 1 million pounds of water. You might wonder how something so light and airy can pack such a heavy punch. The secret lies in the water droplets that make up the cloud. Each tiny droplet is just a fraction of a millimeter in diameter, yet millions of them gather together to form a cloud. While you might think clouds float effortlessly in the sky, their weight is held up by the warm air beneath them. This warm air rises, creating a balance that allows these massive water formations to stay aloft until they release that weight in the form of rain. Isn't it fascinating how nature can create such heavy wonders out of delicate droplets? Did you know about the famous lunch photo? The iconic 1932 photograph, Lunch Atop a Skyscraper, captures a group of brave workers casually enjoying their lunch while perched high above New York City. While many mistakenly believe this photograph was taken at the Empire State Building, it was actually shot on the RCA building, known today as the GE building at Rockefeller Center. This stunning image has become a symbol of the daring spirit of American workers during the Great Depression, Taken by Charles C. Ebbets, it showcases 11 men seated on a steel beam, seemingly unfazed by the dizzying heights and the bustling city below. Their relaxed poses and camaraderie tell a powerful story of resilience and hard work. It's remarkable to think how just a snapshot can evoke such courage and determination. This photograph not only gives us a glimpse into the past, but also serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by many for progress during tough economic times. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to join those workers on that beam? This might surprise you. Tojo faced justice after Wabiwa Wasori. During World War II, Hideki Tojo served as the Prime Minister of Japan, becoming one of the key figures determining military strategies and actions. He was pivotal in Japan's aggressive expansion across Asia, including the attack on Pearl Harbor, which drew the United States into the war. However, as the war concluded, Tojo's pivotal role also led to his downfall. In 1946, he was tried at the Tokyo War Crimes Tribunal for his actions during the war. The trial highlighted the tangled web of decisions made during wartime and how those in power are held accountable for their choices. Tojo's conviction and subsequent execution illustrate the harsh moral judgments that history often places on leaders. His case prompts us to reflect on the weight of leadership and the consequences that arise from decisions made in the heat of conflict. What if Nebraska is truly one of a kind? This Midwestern state stands out because it has the only unicameral legislature in the United States, which means it operates with just one legislative chamber instead of the usual two. Most states have a bicameral system made up of a House and a Senate, but Nebraska chose a different path to simplify its political processes. Established in 1937, the Nebraska unicameral is designed to be more efficient and transparent. Without the need for two separate chambers, lawmakers can propose, debate, and vote on legislation more directly. This unique approach allows for quicker decision-making and often leads to less partisan gridlock. Citizens can easily engage with their legislative process since there's only one body to understand. The decision to adopt a unicameral system reflects a commitment to open government and accountability, making it a fascinating study for anyone interested in politics. So what do you think? Could other states benefit from a similar setup? Moving companies transform stress into smooth sailing. These experts know that relocating can be one of life's most challenging experiences, filled with packing boxes, heavy lifting, and countless details to manage. But what if you could turn that chaotic process into a breeze? Moving companies strive to handle every aspect of your move with efficiency and care, taking the burden off your shoulders. They meticulously plan each step, from packing your cherished items safely to coordinating logistics, ensuring nothing gets lost in the shuffle. By focusing on kindness and clear communication, these professionals aim to make your transition as seamless as possible. Many people find that having experienced movers by their side turns what once seemed like an overwhelming task into a manageable, even enjoyable experience. So the next time you're faced with the daunting task of moving, consider how a moving company can transform your stress into a hassle-free journey, letting you focus on the exciting new chapter ahead. Prepare to be amazed by household dust. This seemingly innocuous substance hides a surprising variety of particles. Did you know that a significant portion of household dust comes from dead skin cells? Humans shed millions of these tiny cells every day, which easily mix in with other materials. If you have pets, their contribution is substantial too. Pet dander, which is made up of fur, skin flakes, and even saliva, ends up as part of the dust in your home. But that's not all. When the weather warms up, pollen from plants and trees finds its way indoors, adding to the mix. This cocktail of particles may seem harmless, but it can affect air quality, especially for those with allergies or respiratory issues. So next time you reach for that dust rag, remember that what you're cleaning is a complex blend of everyday life. Have you ever stopped to think about what's really in your dust? Can you imagine an empty classroom filled with ink? This vivid image brings to life a space overflowing with creativity and artistic expression. Picture the walls splashed with vibrant colors, each drop of ink telling a story or capturing a fleeting moment. In such a classroom, every surface becomes a canvas, inviting students to unleash their imaginations. The sound of brush strokes and pens swishing captures the essence of learning through art, transforming traditional education into an inspiring experience. This environment encourages exploration, where students learn to see the world through an artistic lens. Ink symbolizes not just the material used for drawing or writing, but also the limitless ideas waiting to be expressed. When students step into a classroom like this, they feel free to innovate and experiment without the fear of making mistakes. It's a place where the mundane is transformed into the extraordinary, revealing the magic that can happen when creativity is embraced. So what would happen if schools everywhere adopted such inspiring spaces? Is it really true that poodles are super clean? Poodles are often celebrated as one of the cleanest dog breeds out there. This cleanliness makes them an excellent choice for families and individuals who struggle with pet allergies. Unlike many other dogs, poodles don't shed much, which means less fur floating around your home. Additionally, they have minimal doggy odor, so they won't leave you wishing for air fresheners after playtime. Their curly coat traps dander and hair, preventing it from spreading into your environment. This unique feature is great for allergy sufferers, as it significantly reduces the chances of triggering an allergic reaction. It's important to groom poodles regularly, trimming and brushing their fur to keep them looking and feeling their best. With their joyful spirits and low-maintenance hygiene, poodles make fantastic companions, proving that being clean can be a whole lot of fun. Discover the thrilling search for cosmic mysteries. Humanity's quest for knowledge about the cosmos is deep and fascinating. For centuries, we have gazed up at the stars, pondering their secrets and our place in the universe. Each discovery sparks new questions about black holes, dark matter, and the potential for extraterrestrial life. NASA and other space agencies have sent probes and telescopes to unravel these mysteries, revealing breathtaking images of galaxies and planetary systems. Yet despite all our advancements, many fundamental questions remain unanswered. What exactly is dark energy? Are we alone in the universe? As we develop more powerful technology, our understanding grows, but with it, new enigmas appear. This journey of exploration invites everyone, from young students to seasoned astronomers, to engage and dream about what lies beyond our world. What new revelations await us in the vast expanse of space? Have you ever wondered why banana peels are amazing? New research from Brazil reveals that these everyday scraps can serve as effective water filters. Scientists discovered that banana peels contain natural compounds capable of removing harmful heavy metals like copper and lead from polluted water. In fact, in their studies, banana peels outperformed many traditional filtering materials, showcasing a surprising yet eco-friendly solution to a serious problem. This discovery highlights not just the versatility of banana peels, but also their potential in addressing water contamination issues, especially in developing regions. Instead of throwing them away, we might soon consider utilizing banana peels in innovative ways. The implications for environmental sustainability and public health are exciting, leading us to ask, could banana peels become a common tool in water purification? Why exactly does France have overseas territories? France boasts a unique collection of overseas territories, scattered across the globe, which play a significant role in the country's influence and leadership in international waters. These territories, like Réunion in the Indian Ocean and Martinique in the Caribbean, are not just lovely vacation spots. They act as strategic locations for France. They help the country maintain a presence in various regions, contributing to governance even in peacetime zones. Additionally, these territories enrich France's cultural diversity, bringing together a mix of languages, traditions, and cuisines. With a population that contributes to French society and economy, these regions help France fulfill its commitments to global cooperation. By managing these territories effectively, France can respond swiftly to challenges, ranging from environmental crises to humanitarian needs, enhancing its stature on the world stage. How do these territories impact global relations? Ever wonder where card decks truly come from? The fascinating origins of the standard 52-card deck trace back to France in the 15th century. This deck features 4 distinct suits: hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Each suit has a unique story, representing different social classes of that era. For instance, hearts symbolize the clergy, highlighting their revered status, while diamonds connected to the nobility, showcasing their wealth. Clubs represented the hardworking peasants, grounded in their daily struggles, and spades were linked to the merchants, indicating their role in trade and commerce. This clever symbolism offered insight into society at the time. Fast forward to today, and this design remains unchanged, continuing to be the foundation of countless card games that entertain people of all ages. Whether you're playing poker or solitaire, these cards have become a beloved pastime, connecting us across generations. Let's uncover the truth about giant penguins. The extinction of colossal penguin species, such as the famous giant penguin known as Paleodiptes, offers a fascinating glimpse into the past. These remarkable birds, which could stand over 6 feet tall, once roamed the icy expanses of Antarctica, showcasing an incredible adaptation to their frigid environment. Unlike the smaller penguins we are familiar with today, these giants thrived on a diet of fish and squid, navigating the waters with grace despite their size. However, millions of years ago, climate changes and habitat shifts played crucial roles in their extinction. As the Antarctic conditions evolved, these once mighty birds disappeared, leaving us with just the smaller species we see today. Understanding their story not only fascinates us, but also serves as a reminder of how sensitive ecosystems can be to change. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see one of these magnificent creatures in person? Prepare to be amazed by Shanghai's urban forest. In an exciting project led by Hedderwick Studio, thousands of trees are transforming the skyline of Shanghai, merging nature with urban architecture. This incredible initiative offers more than just a pretty view. It plays a crucial role in enhancing air quality and lowering heat in the bustling city. By integrating greenery directly into the design of buildings and public spaces, the project promotes biodiversity while providing residents with a refreshing escape from the concrete jungle. Imagine walking through parks filled with vibrant trees amid high-rises, breathing cleaner air, and enjoying cooler temperatures. This combination of nature and modern design sets a brilliant example for sustainable city living. Can other cities take inspiration from Shanghai to create their own urban green spaces? Have you heard about tigers that smoke in Korea? This delightful phrase, "back when tigers used to smoke," opens many Korean fairy tales, instantly transporting readers to a whimsical past. The line doesn't just capture attention, it also pays homage to the tiger's immense cultural significance in Korean mythology. Tigers in Korea symbolize strength, courage, and protection, often depicted as wise and powerful creatures. They are seen as guardians against evil spirits and are deeply rooted in folklore, representing both danger and the ability to overcome adversity. These stories unfold in a world where the extraordinary is possible, blending reality with fantasy. Through such enchanting elements, these tales teach moral lessons and reflect the values of the community. The smoky imagery adds a touch of magic that invites listeners to imagine a time when nature and the mythical intertwined more closely. So next time you hear a Korean fairy tale, remember the smoking tiger and the rich tradition it represents. Why exactly does parenting cause sleepless nights? New parents often find themselves navigating a world of sleep deprivation, losing about 350 hours of sleep during their baby's first year. This astounding number can vary significantly from one family to another, depending on the baby's sleep patterns and needs. Infants naturally wake frequently to feed and comfort themselves, which means parents often sacrifice their own sleep. Factors like colicky behavior or changes in sleep schedules can further complicate things, leading to even less rest for mom and dad. Sleep-deprived parents may feel exhausted, overwhelmed, and less able to cope with daily tasks. The struggle is real, but it's important to remember that this phase won't last forever. Embracing small moments of rest whenever possible can help restore some energy. So while those sleepless nights can seem endless, they are only a temporary part of the beautiful journey of parenthood. Let's uncover the truth about the British Museum mummy. This ancient figure, wrapped in exquisite royal linen, has baffled historians for decades. While many mummies can be traced back to specific identities, this unnamed man stands out as a mystery. His ornate burial wrappings suggest he held an important position in ancient Egyptian society, perhaps as a priest or royal figure. Yet, despite various studies and examinations, his name and life story remain elusive, sparking lively debates among archaeologists and Egyptologists. Some believe he could have connections to prominent dynasties, while others speculate he was an unknown individual honored in death. The intrigue surrounding this mummy illustrates how much we still have to learn about ancient civilizations. Who was he? What secrets does he hold? Each new discovery brings us closer to piecing together the puzzle of his life. Is it really true that parrots swear at visitors? It sounds like something straight out of a comedy sketch, but it actually happened at a wildlife park in the UK. 5 parrots had to be separated after they began encouraging each other to swear at the visitors. Imagine walking through the park only to hear a parrot hurling out colorful phrases. The staff became so concerned that they feared a profanity pandemic could spread among the birds. These feathered friends are known for their mimicry skills, but this was a whole new level. When one parrot picked up a naughty word, the others quickly followed suit, turning the area into an impromptu stand-up comedy routine. While it's funny to think about, the staff had to act fast to prevent more birds from joining in. This case highlights how clever and social these creatures can be, and it's a reminder of their capacity to pick up language, sometimes not the polite kind. This might surprise you. Caller ID sales skyrocketed. After the release of the horror movie Scream in the late 1990s, Americans became increasingly concerned about their safety, leading to a dramatic rise in the popularity of caller ID devices. As the film's chilling plot revolved around a masked killer who used phone calls to terrify his victims, viewers were left feeling uneasy. In response, many people rushed to install caller ID systems in their homes, hoping to identify who's on the other end of the line before answering. This surge in sales saw the number of caller ID devices triple almost overnight, illustrating how a frightening movie could influence consumer behavior and spark a wave of self-protective measures. The desire for security-shaped technology, highlighting that even in cinema, fear can lead to real-world changes. Are you curious about how other films have influenced trends? Can sleeping north really boost creativity? Charles Dickens, one of the greatest novelists of the Victorian era, had a peculiar habit that might surprise you. He believed that sleeping with his head facing north enhanced his creativity and helped him write his iconic stories. This fascinating quirk derived from his deep interest in the mysteries of life and the natural world. Dickens felt that aligning himself with the Earth's magnetic field in this way positively influenced his thoughts and ideas. While there is no scientific consensus to support the idea that sleeping north directly impacts creativity, it highlights how many artists and writers develop personal rituals to inspire their work. Embracing unique routines can help foster inspiration and focus for their creative process. Just as Dickens crafted timeless characters like Ebenezer Scrooge and Oliver Twist, he also crafted a sleeping arrangement that he believed worked for him. So could a simple change in how you sleep help spark your creativity too? Why not give it a try? Prepare to be amazed by the Voynich manuscript. This mysterious ancient text has puzzled historians and cryptographers alike for over a century. Carbon dated to between 1404 and 1438, it is filled with strange illustrations and an unknown script, making it feel like a page straight out of a fantasy novel. Despite hundreds of attempts by skilled code breakers from around the world, no one has been able to decipher its meaning or determine its origins. Some speculate it might be a hoax, while others believe it could be a forgotten language or an early form of coded writing. Picture a treasure map hiding secrets just waiting to be revealed. Researchers continue to study this enigma, hopeful that advancements in technology will one day unlock the secrets held within its pages. Isn't it intriguing to think about what stories the Voynich manuscript could tell if only we could finally understand it? Celebrate Klingon Language Day this April 9th. This unique holiday honors the fictional language created for the Klingon race in the legendary Star Trek series. Klingon, crafted by linguist Mark Okrand, isn't just a collection of made-up words. It has a complex grammar and vocabulary that have inspired devoted fans around the world. What's fascinating is that this constructed language has developed a robust community of speakers who actively engage with it. They've even translated significant literary works like Shakespeare's Hamlet into Klingon, proving that it has transcended its fictional roots. On April 9th, fans gathered to share their love for Klingon culture through events, trivia, and even language lessons. So whether you're a hardcore Trekkie or just curious, it's a perfect time to explore this intriguing language. Who knows? You might just find yourself speaking Klingon by the end of the day. You might be stunned by this tragic cannonball blast. In 2008, a 140-year-old high-explosive cannonball exploded during a restoration attempt by Sam White, a passionate Civil War collector from Virginia. This unfortunate incident took place while he was working on the cannonball at his home, leading to a devastating explosion that claimed his life. The force of the blast was so immense that shrapnel was propelled up to a quarter-mile away, creating a terrifying scene in what was likely a calm neighborhood. At the time of the explosion, White had 18 other cannonballs stored in his driveway, which raises questions about safety practices when dealing with such dangerous artifacts. Collecting historical items can be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with risks, especially when they involve volatile materials. This tragic event serves as a reminder of the importance of caution and expertise in handling explosive relics. Prepare to be captivated by Iceland's LED Island. This remote spot, nestled in the Westman Islands, has an intriguing story that dates back to the 1950s. It features a solitary house built by a hunters' association to serve as an observation point for hunting expeditions. Over the years, the house has become a symbol of the island's mysterious charm, luring adventurers and explorers to its rugged shores. Despite being uninhabited today, the house adds an air of intrigue and tales of brave hunters who once roamed its landscapes. Reaching LED Island isn't easy, as its hard-to-access nature keeps the crowds at bay, making it a serene getaway for those seeking solitude and natural beauty. The island also boasts stunning cliffs and breathtaking ocean views, further amplifying its allure. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or a curious traveler, the whisper of history and adventure fills the air at LED Island. What secrets might you uncover on this enchanting land? Did you know police car interference has serious consequences? In Colorado, if you interfere with an active police car, you could face hefty fines or even jail time. This rule is in place to ensure that officers can perform their duties without distractions or disruptions. Interfering can include actions like blocking a police vehicle, yelling at officers during a traffic stop, or even trying to take photos while they are responding to emergencies. Such behaviors can hinder police work, potentially putting everyone involved at risk. Colorado takes these incidents seriously, aiming to protect not only law enforcement, but also the general public. The penalties reflect the importance of allowing police to do their jobs safely and effectively. So next time you see an active police scene, remember the stakes. Keeping calm and letting the professionals handle the situation is always best. Check out Asha Zulu Mandela's amazing 20-foot dreadlocks. Her impressive locks weigh a staggering 26 pounds and symbolize more than 25 years of care and creativity. Asha's hair tells a personal story, as each dreadlock represents her dedication to her unique identity and heritage. With such remarkable length, maintaining her hair requires special rituals, including regular washing and conditioning, which helps to keep the locks healthy and looking vibrant. Asha often attracts curious onlookers who ask about her hair journey, and she happily shares tips on how to care for dreadlocks. Each dread also carries cultural significance, celebrating her roots and the traditions of her ancestors. People worldwide marvel at not just the length, but also the dedication involved in achieving such a beautiful hairstyle. Dreadlocks can often be a profound expression of one's identity and beliefs, and Asha's stunning hair serves as a powerful symbol of her personal commitment and the rich culture it represents. What stories do you think her dreadlocks could tell? Guess what really drives ancient viruses out of ice? Researchers have made a fascinating discovery in the Arctic permafrost, where ancient viruses have been preserved for thousands of years. One notable example is the pythovirus, which had been in a state of dormancy for a staggering 30,000 years. When scientists revived this long-frozen virus, it came to life and began to infect amoebas placed in its habitat. This remarkable finding raises questions about what other secrets the permafrost might be hiding and how these ancient pathogens could impact ecosystems today. With climate change rapidly thawing permafrost, there's a growing concern that ancient viruses might escape and interact with modern organisms. How will this affect the balance of life in our world? The implications are enormous, suggesting that the exposure of these ancient viruses could pose unforeseen challenges for health and ecology as our planet continues to warm. Why exactly does South Dakota ban napping in cheese factories? This curious law likely stems from a mix of safety concerns and the importance of productivity in the cheese-making process. Cheese factories are busy places where workers manage large equipment and handle dairy products. By keeping the environment focused and alert, the law helps prevent accidents that could occur if someone were to doze off while on the job. Imagine the chaos if someone fell asleep next to a vat of curd. Also, cheese-making requires precision. Any distraction can lead to mistakes in the process. Workers need to be attentive to recipe details and monitor temperatures, so keeping the atmosphere vigilant benefits both their safety and the quality of the cheese produced. While it might sound odd, this unusual regulation helps preserve the integrity of one of South Dakota's beloved industries. Here's a wild fact about chicken egg production. Disruptions in lighting can seriously mess with how chickens lay their eggs. When their environment isn't well lit, these birds experience stress, which leads to fewer eggs and reduces their overall productivity. Farmers know that chickens thrive under consistent lighting conditions, and it's not just about quantity. Proper lighting also enhances the quality of the eggs produced, leading to fresher and more nutritious options for consumers. Imagine a farmer adjusting the lights in a henhouse to create the perfect ambiance. This simple action can lead to a significant boost in both the number of eggs and their quality. By maintaining steady light schedules, farmers can keep their chickens happy and healthy, making life better for everyone involved. So the next time you enjoy that scrambled egg, remember how important lighting is to that delicious meal. Have you seen the glowing waters of Holbox Island? This enchanting spot in Mexico features stunning bioluminescent waters that light up with vibrant blue or green colors on moonless nights. It's a natural spectacle caused by tiny organisms called dinoflagellates, which emit light when disturbed. Imagine walking along the shore and witnessing the surf sparkle with every wave, or seeing the water shimmer as you swim through it. This phenomenon is not just beautiful. It plays a role in the ecosystem, helping attract and ward off sea creatures. Holbox Island becomes a dreamy paradise, perfect for nighttime adventures. Many visitors travel from far and wide to experience this unique spectacle of nature firsthand. Whether you're kayaking through the glowing water or simply enjoying the view from the beach, the magical atmosphere leaves a lasting impression. Who wouldn't want to witness such a breathtaking sight? Guess what really drives the LG Cinebeam Q's performance? This portable projector stands out by delivering stunning 4K resolution, transforming even the coziest spaces into a cinematic experience. With its sleek and elegant design, the LG Cinebeam Q fits perfectly into modern homes, adding a touch of sophistication while providing vibrant images that cover an impressive 154% of the DCI P3 color space. This means you'll see colors that pop with life, making every movie night feel like a trip to the theater. One of the best features is its autofocus capability, which ensures your picture stays sharp and clear without any hassle. Plus, if you're worried about connecting your devices, fret not. The projector boasts various connectivity options, making it a breeze to link up your laptop, smartphone, or streaming device. Whether you're hosting a movie marathon or giving a presentation, the LG Cinebeam Q promises an easy and captivating experience that will leave everyone talking about the stunning visuals. Are you ready to elevate your viewing experience? Let's uncover the truth about skyscraper dancing. In 2009, a fascinating incident occurred involving a South Korean skyscraper when 17 people dancing on the 39th floor caused the building to vibrate for an astonishing 10 minutes. This unexpected spectacle highlighted an important engineering concept known as resonance, where structural vibrations match the frequency of external forces, in this case, the rhythmic movements of the dancers. Engineers discovered that the building's design was not prepared to handle such dynamic loads, which can have serious implications for the stability of tall structures. While it might seem amusing, the event serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between human activity and architectural engineering. Properly accounting for these interactions is crucial in modern skyscraper design to ensure safety and comfort for all occupants. How can engineers better prepare for such surprising events to keep our urban landscape safe? Believe it or not, robots can deliver packages now. The Ascento Pro robot is an incredible example of technology in action, designed to patrol, deliver packages, and monitor its environment. This autonomous delivery robot moves independently, reaching speeds of up to 7.5 mph. Equipped with high-tech cameras and LiDAR sensors, it can navigate obstacles and ensure safe passage while carrying your packages. Imagine a sleek robot gliding down your street, making it easier for deliveries to happen without human intervention. These robots are not just about speed, they also enhance efficiency and safety in logistics. As they patrol designated areas, they gather data from their surroundings, which helps improve future deliveries and traffic patterns. Could this be the future of package delivery? It's both fascinating and somewhat mind-blowing to think that artificial intelligence is stepping into roles traditionally held by humans. With the advancement of technology, we might soon see Ascento Pro and similar robots becoming a regular sight in neighborhoods. What do you think about having robots deliver your next package? Did you know there are 1.8 billion websites? As of 2024, the vast landscape of the internet continues to expand at an astonishing rate, with over 1.8 billion websites available. This number reflects not only the rapid growth of online content, but also the continuous creation of new sites every day. However, many of these websites aren't actively maintained, which raises an interesting question about the lifespan of digital content. Websites can be like flowers. They bloom for a time, but if they're not nurtured, they wither away. From personal blogs to corporate sites, each website tells a story or provides information on a vast array of topics. This incredible growth also means that users have access to a nearly limitless amount of information. But how do we navigate this digital ocean and find what truly matters? With so many options, it can be overwhelming. Nonetheless, this explosion of online presence shows how technology shapes our world, connecting people and ideas like never before. So what will the internet look like in another decade? Is it really true that fidgeting burns calories? Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT for short, plays a significant role in how we burn calories throughout the day. This fascinating process involves small movements we often don't think about, like bouncing your legs, tapping your feet, or even fidgeting with a pen. Surprisingly, these minor activities can add up to a notable amount of calorie expenditure. Research suggests that by simply incorporating more of these little movements into our routines, we can burn an extra 350 calories daily without hitting the gym. For busy students during long study sessions or office workers at their desks, these small actions can truly make a difference. So next time you catch yourself bouncing your leg or pacing a little, remember that you might just be doing your body a favor. Isn't it amazing how active we can be without even realizing it? Believe it or not, Thomas Weathers had an enormous nose. This remarkable man once held the record for the longest nose ever, measuring an astonishing 7.48 inches. Imagine that. Just picture how unusual it must have been to see such a prominent feature, especially during a sneeze when it could really be a spectacle. Weathers' nose not only made him a conversation starter, but also a fascinating piece of trivia in the world of human oddities. While many people might feel self-conscious about their unique features, Weathers embraced his situation with a sense of humor. Despite the challenges that come with having a nose that size, he became known for his distinctive look and even gained some fame due to it. His story reminds us that what makes us different can also make us special. So what do you think? Would you celebrate a unique feature like that? Why do so many fear needles and sharp objects? This fear is known as belonophobia, a term that originates from the Greek word for needle. Those who suffer from belonophobia often experience intense anxiety at the sight of needles, pins, or other pointed objects. This fear can stem from various factors, including past traumatic experiences like painful injections, or even just hearing stories from others. Studies have shown that approximately 10% of people experience this specific phobia, highlighting how common it is. Symptoms can include sweating, rapid heartbeat, and an overwhelming urge to escape the situation. Understanding belonophobia can help those affected find ways to cope and manage their fear, whether through gradual exposure therapy or relaxation techniques. So is it the sharpness, the pain, or something deeper that triggers this phobia? Most people don't know this, but explorers were tricked. One of the early Spanish explorers of the American Southwest, famously led by Francisco Coronado, met a man known as the Turk. This intriguing character spun captivating tales about fabulous riches waiting to the east. The Turk's stories painted a picture of wealth and abundance, sparking the explorer's imaginations and ambitions. However, the truth was far different. Later, the Turk confessed that he had made up these tales to mislead the Spanish away from the Pueblo civilizations, where they could have found food, shelter, and resources. Instead, Coronado and his men faced the harsh realities of the plains, struggling against starvation and the rugged landscape. This fascinating encounter highlights not only the complexities of exploration, but also the power of storytelling. Sometimes tall tales can shape history in unexpected ways. What other secrets from explorers might we discover? Explore the eerie world of Victorian postmortem photography. In the 19th century, families faced a unique way to remember their loved ones who had passed away through postmortem photography. This practice involved taking portraits of deceased relatives, often dressed in their best clothes, to capture a final memory. As strange as it may sound today, many saw this as a way to honor and celebrate a person's life. These haunting yet touching pictures often featured the deceased in serene poses, sometimes even propped up as if they were still alive. This ritual reflected the customs of mourning during the Victorian era, where death was a frequent part of life, and memorials took on great importance. Families would keep these photographs as cherished reminders, displaying them in their homes. Although this practice may seem macabre to us now, it offered comfort to grieving families and gave insights into the ways people coped with loss during that time. Can you imagine how different our views on grief would be today without such a fascinating history? Most people don't know this, but Olympus Mons is enormous. Rising a staggering 15 miles high, Olympus Mons is the tallest volcano in our solar system, standing about 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Located on Mars, this colossal shield volcano is not only a breathtaking sight, but also a potential destination for future space exploration. Imagine astronauts taking adventurous spacewalks on its expansive slopes, experiencing views of the Martian landscape like never before. Olympus Mons features gently sloping sides that spread out over 370 miles in diameter, making the entire structure massive enough to be spotted from orbiting spacecraft. Scientists believe that it formed through repeated lava flows, providing insights into Mars' volcanic history and geology. The sheer scale of Olympus Mons has led researchers to speculate about the planet's geological activity and the possibilities of human exploration. With ongoing advancements in space technology, who knows what discoveries await us on this remarkable giant? Are we ready for adventures in the shadow of this giant volcano? Believe it or not, Snape's secret was revealed early. J.K. Rowling, the brilliant mind behind the Harry Potter series, chose to share the surprising end of Severus Snape's story with Alan Rickman before he even stepped in front of the camera. This thoughtful decision was made so that Rickman could fully grasp his character's depth and motivations throughout the series. Knowing Snape's final secrets allowed Rickman to embody the role with layers and complexities that truly brought him to life. However, Rowling's revelation created some tension on set, as it meant Rickman had information about Snape that the directors were unaware of. This unique situation highlighted how essential it is for actors to connect with their characters on a deeper level, sometimes needing insider knowledge to create iconic performances. Can you imagine how different the films would have felt if Rickman hadn't known Snape's true story? Canada is the top LGBTQ+ travel destination globally. According to the 2024 Gay Travel Index, this North American country stands out for its welcoming environment. Canada boasts strong legal protections and anti-discrimination laws, ensuring that all travelers can feel safe and respected. Its inclusive culture is another reason why many LGBTQ+ travelers flock to its vibrant cities, where pride events create a celebratory atmosphere. Notable spots like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal come alive with colorful parades and festivals each year. Additionally, accommodations in Canada are often recognized for their safety and hospitality towards same-sex couples. Other countries like Malta, New Zealand, Portugal, and Spain also score well on the list. But Canada's combination of progressive policies, societal acceptance, and community support truly sets it apart. With so much to offer, isn't it time to plan your next adventure in Canada? Ever thought about futuristic keyboards with screens? A groundbreaking keyboard has been introduced that takes technology to a whole new level. This innovative device features a screen right beneath its keys, enabling it to display videos, animations, and even custom images while you type. Imagine typing a report while a vibrant landscape rolls out beneath your fingers, transforming your workspace into a dynamic experience. This keyboard uses advanced technology to adapt its display, allowing users to customize what they see based on their tasks or moods. Whether you're playing games, crafting presentations, or just wanting to liven up your desk, this keyboard can do it all. It's designed for creators, gamers, and productivity enthusiasts alike. As technology continues to evolve, could this be the new standard for how we interact with our devices? Get ready to embrace an exciting future. Discover the secrets of the taiga forest. This magnificent ecosystem, covering an astonishing 12 million square kilometers, is Russia's boreal forest and the largest forest on Earth. Stretching across the vast expanse of Siberia, the taiga plays a crucial role in our planet's health. It stores more carbon dioxide than all of the tropical rainforests combined, acting as an essential carbon sink that helps combat climate change. But the taiga isn't just about trees. It's a vibrant habitat teeming with wildlife. Here you might spot the elusive snow leopard prowling through the underbrush or a majestic brown bear foraging for food. The unique combination of coniferous trees and diverse wildlife makes the taiga a critical part of our global ecosystem. So what other fascinating stories does this incredible forest hold? Did you know a dog was the first in space? In 1957, Laika, a brave little mixed-breed dog from Russia, became the first living being to orbit our planet, marking a significant milestone in space exploration. Laika was launched aboard Sputnik 2 just a month after the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, took to the skies. This historic mission aimed to gather data about how a living creature would react to space travel. Unfortunately, Laika's journey was only temporary, as the technology of the time did not allow for her return to Earth. Laika's story, although bittersweet, paved the way for future human space flights and highlighted the need for understanding the impacts of space travel on living beings. Her courage contributed to the knowledge we have today about space and its challenges. In later missions, her legacy inspired scientists to ensure the safety of both dogs and humans in space exploration. Can you imagine the bravery it took for Laika to embark on that incredible adventure? You won't believe this about becoming president. Statistically speaking, you have a better chance of stepping into the Oval Office than hitting the jackpot in the Powerball lottery. For context, the odds of winning Powerball can be about 1 in 292 million. In contrast, the chance of being elected president hovers around 1 in 10 million for an average American. While these figures might sound staggering, they highlight how unlikely a lottery win is compared to a presidential run. Many people enjoy dreaming about winning big, but pursuing a public office might offer a more realistic path to making a significant impact on society. After all, becoming president requires hard work, dedication, and building a strong network. Qualities not necessary for picking a winning lottery ticket. So why does the idea of presidency seem so out of reach when the odds tell a different story? Did you know about dissociative fugues' wild effects? This rare psychological condition can lead to dramatic changes in a person's life. During a dissociative fugue, individuals might suddenly travel far from home, adopting a new identity that can last for days or even weeks. Imagine waking up in an unfamiliar place, not recalling how you got there, and having no memory of your past life. This can be frightening and disorienting, not only for the person experiencing it, but also for their loved ones. Experts believe that stress, trauma, or significant life changes trigger dissociative fugue, allowing the mind to escape from overwhelming emotions. While it is a temporary state, the consequences can be profound, leading to confusion and challenges in reconnecting with their real identity. How do people cope with such a bizarre experience? Did you know horses can sleep standing up? Horses have a fascinating way of resting that might surprise you. While they can snooze both standing and lying down, these magnificent animals typically prefer to sleep on their feet. This quirky preference stems from their survival instincts. As prey animals, they need to be ready to bolt at a moment's notice if danger approaches. Their unique anatomy plays a key role in this ability, allowing them to lock their leg joints in place to maintain balance while they doze. In fact, when horses are standing and resting, they can enter light sleep stages, keeping their senses sharp for any unusual sounds or movements. However, for deeper sleep, they'll occasionally lie down, though they tend to do this in safe environments where they feel secure. Observing a horse peacefully dozing while standing is a reminder of how nature equips animals with remarkable adaptations to thrive in the wild. Isn't it amazing how evolution shapes even the simplest behaviors? Surprisingly, uranium glass holds a hidden secret. This vintage glassware, often seen in charming bowls and cups, emits low levels of radioactivity. First produced in the 1830s, uranium glass was popular for its vibrant green or yellow color, making it a stylish choice for many households. While it may look like any other decorative item, the uranium adds a fascinating twist to its history and scientific significance. Families often pass down heirlooms without knowing that they contain this unique material. Despite the radioactivity, the levels are quite low and considered safe for everyday use. This intriguing fact sparks curiosity about the past and the materials people once used. Now, when you spot these beautiful pieces in thrift shops or at grandma's house, you'll appreciate them not just for their aesthetic appeal, but also for their surprising story as part of our scientific heritage. Ever thought about the secrets your family heirlooms might hold? Discover the art of Robert Wexler's bicycle carousel. This unique creation is not just any ordinary carousel. It's a delightful blend of creativity and engineering made from 9 bicycles. Wexler, an innovative artist, designed this mobile work of art to celebrate the joy of movement and the spirit of cycling. Each bicycle contributes to the whimsical display, spinning together to create a mesmerizing visual experience. When you watch it move, you can't help but feel the energy and excitement of the design. The carousel isn't just for looks, though. It embodies the idea that art can be interactive and fun. Imagine riding one of these bikes while it twirls around, sharing a moment of joy with friends and family. Wexler's bicycle carousel invites everyone to experience art in a new way. Have you seen something so creatively captivating before? Guess what really drives elephants all day long? Elephants are true foodies, spending up to 18 hours a day munching on a staggering 150 kilograms or 330 pounds of food. Their meals are a delightful mix of grasses, fruits, and even tree bark, providing them with the energy they need to roam vast distances. These gentle giants have incredibly flexible diets, which allow them to thrive in various habitats, from savannas to forests. Their constant foraging plays a crucial role in their ecosystems too. As they clear vegetation and distribute seeds, they help maintain the health of their environment. Just imagine a day spent continuously snacking, all to fuel their majestic presence. Elephants not only rely on their food for sustenance, but also engage in social interactions, sharing meals, and bonding with others in their herd. Isn't it fascinating how much effort goes into feeding these remarkable creatures? Here's a wild fact about the durian fruit. The durian is famous for its overpowering smell, which some people describe as a mix between rotten onions and gym socks. This intense odor is so strong that it has led to bans in many public places across Asia, including buses and hotels. While some adore its unique flavor, others can't stand even being near it. People often jokingly call it the king of fruits, and in countries like Thailand and Malaysia, it's both celebrated and shunned. The fruit's spiky exterior hides a creamy pulp that many describe as rich and custard-like, but you really have to get past the smell to enjoy it. Locals often have strong opinions about the durian. Some consider it a delicacy, while others would never touch it. Whether you are curious to try it or prefer to stay away, the durian certainly stirs up a lot of conversation. So would you dare to taste this notorious fruit? Did you know blizzards can make snowflakes feel like pellets? When we think of a winter wonderland, fluffy snowflakes gently falling from the sky come to mind. However, during a blizzard, these delicate snowflakes transform into icy pellets that sting when they hit your skin. This happens because blizzards bring strong winds and low temperatures, causing the snowflakes to compact and freeze. As a result, instead of soft, light flakes, you might feel sharp, hard bits of ice battering against your face. The combination of fierce winds and heavy snowfall makes it difficult to see, walk, or even breathe outside. Blizzards can create dangerous conditions, leading to boundary whiteouts, where everything around seems to disappear in a whirlwind of snow. So next time you hear about a blizzard, remember it's not just a pretty sight, it's a force of nature that can make winter feel like a battle against the elements. Believe it or not, Chi-Chi had different ideas. In a surprising twist at the London Zoo, Chi-Chi, a charming giant panda, was sent to Moscow with a mission to mate with a male giant panda and help boost the population of this endangered species. However, things didn't go as planned. Instead of responding to her potential mate's advances, Chi-Chi decided to express her affection toward a zookeeper instead. This unexpected behavior, known as making a full sexual presentation, left zookeepers scratching their heads. It highlights how animals can have their own preferences and surprises. Chi-Chi's story reminds us that nature doesn't always follow the rules we set, showing the rich personalities of animals and how unpredictable they can be. It's a lighthearted reminder that love can take many forms, even in the animal kingdom. This might surprise you, a church of bones. The Sedlec ossuary in the Czech Republic is one of the most fascinating and eerie places you'll ever visit. With over 40,000 human bones on display, including skulls, the interior is transformed into something extraordinary, resembling a work of art rather than a traditional place of worship. The bones are beautifully arranged into impressive decorations like chandeliers and an elaborate altar, all of which tell a haunting story. These remains are believed to belong to victims of the devastating Black Death and various ancient wars, giving the ossuary a deep historical significance. What's even more surprising is that despite its macabre appearance, the Sedlec ossuary is still an active church, attracting visitors and worshipers alike. People come to admire its unique artistry and to reflect on life and death in a way that's both thought-provoking and reverent. Are you ready to explore this remarkable site? You might be shocked to learn that spaghetti can be sweet. In the Philippines, this beloved dish takes on a delightful twist with the addition of banana ketchup, which adds a unique sweetness that surprises many. Not just your average pasta, Philippine spaghetti often features sliced hot dogs tossed into the mix, making it a fun treat for parties and family gatherings. This colorful dish is a fusion of flavors, combining Italian roots with local ingredients, showcasing the creative culinary spirit of Filipinos. It's served with a generous sprinkle of cheese on top, making it look as good as it tastes. If you're wondering how such a blend became so popular, it all started from the influence of American fast food culture while still embracing local tastes. Next time you think of spaghetti, consider how this joyful party dish represents a tasty cultural mashup. You might be shocked to learn that wigs were towering. In 18th century France, women took fashion to a whole new level with extravagant wigs that could soar to heights as tall as toddlers. These remarkable hairstyles, made from real human hair or silk, were far more than just eye-catching accessories. They represented the lavish lifestyle and high social status of those who wore them. Women would often spend hours perfecting their look, sometimes adding ornate decorations, feathers, and jewels to their towering creations. However, these elaborate wigs came with a hidden cost. Many became cozy homes for lice and other pests. With beauty standards pushing the limits of what was stylish, it's a fascinating and somewhat shocking glimpse into a world where looking good meant dealing with some pretty uncomfortable challenges. How far would you go for fashion? Why does the polar bear's fur keep it warm? This incredible animal has a unique outer layer of fur known as guard hair. These guard hairs are not only thick, but they're also hollow, creating an effective barrier against the frigid temperatures of the Arctic. By trapping air, they act as excellent insulation, helping to keep polar bears warm even in the harshest weather conditions. But wait, there's more. Beneath this outer layer lies a dense undercoat, which adds an extra level of warmth. This thick undercoat is crucial for survival, as it helps polar bears maintain their body heat in extreme cold. This two-layer system allows them to thrive in environments where temperatures can plummet to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Beyond insulation, the guard hairs also repel water, preventing the bears from becoming soggy when swimming or hunting seals, their primary food source. Such adaptations highlight the polar bear's evolution and remarkable ability to survive one of the most challenging climates on Earth. Did you know Japan calls Fast and the Furious Wild Speed? In Japan, the popular Fast and the Furious film series has a different name that reflects its thrilling style. The series, known for high-speed car chases and action-packed sequences, is called Wild Speed over there. What's really interesting is how some sequel titles in Japan give away major plot points, unlike their English counterparts, which often keep things secret to maintain suspense. For example, a title might reveal key character fates or significant twists that viewers in English-speaking countries would discover only while watching. This difference highlights how marketing strategies can vary greatly from one culture to another, aiming to attract audiences in ways that resonate with them. So if you're a fan of action and surprises, you might want to check out the Japanese titles before diving into the films. Guess what really drives a Nile crocodile's power? The Nile crocodile wields an astonishing jaw-crushing bite force of 5,000 RSI. This incredible strength makes it one of the most formidable predators on the planet, easily surpassing the bite force of humans, which is only about 162 psi. To put that into perspective, even the fearsome great white shark, known for its powerful jaws, has a bite force of around 4,000 psi. This means the Nile crocodile can easily crush bones and grip its prey with unimaginable strength. With its long, muscular jaws designed for snapping shut with ferocity, this creature has adapted perfectly for a life spent lurking in the waters of Africa. As an apex predator, it plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of its ecosystem. So the next time you hear about a crocodile, remember its jaw power makes it a true force of nature. Hard to believe, but the Big Dipper is changing. This iconic group of stars, which forms part of the Ursa Major constellation, won't always look the same. Each star in the Big Dipper is actually hurtling through space at its own unique speed and direction. For example, while the star Dubhe is moving towards us, Merak is drifting away. This means that in about 100,000 years, the familiar ladle shape we see today will transform into something completely different. Although 100,000 years seems like a long time to us, it's just a blink of an eye in the grand scale of the universe. Our perception of constellations is based on how stars align from our viewpoint on Earth. But as they move, those patterns will gradually shift. So next time you gaze up at the night sky, remember that even the stars are on the move. Guess what really drives elephant pregnancies? During the remarkable 22-month gestation period, a pregnant elephant does incredible work to prepare her calf for survival in the wild. This lengthy time ensures that the calf develops the right physical and mental skills needed for life outside the womb. The mother provides a nurturing environment, allowing the calf to grow large enough to thrive, while also instilling essential behaviors that will be critical for its future. Elephants are known for their intelligence, and this is crucial during these months as the mother influences her baby's development through her interactions. As the calf grows, it's not just about size. It's about learning to communicate, forage for food, and recognize other herd members. This deep bond between mother and calf highlights not only the complexities of elephant reproduction, but also demonstrates the profound care and dedication elephants exhibit for their young. Ready to blow your mind with amazing facts? Did you know there are endless, fascinating tidbits just waiting to be discovered? Welcome to the world of random facts, where learning is incredibly fun. For instance, you might be surprised to find out that honey never spoils. Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Or consider this: octopuses have 3 hearts, with 2 pumping blood to their gills and 1 to the rest of their body. How cool is that? These little nuggets of knowledge spark curiosity and can lead to endless conversations. By diving into the realm of random facts, you not only impress your friends, but also expand your understanding of the world around you. So, are you ready to embark on this exciting journey and uncover even more mind-blowing facts? Surprisingly, it's a fact that earthworms have 5 hearts. These amazing creatures might seem simple, but their cardiovascular system is quite fascinating. Earthworms, which play a crucial role in soil health, have a total of 5 hearts located around their bodies. These hearts, actually muscular contractions in the blood vessels, help pump a fluid called hemolymph, which circulates nutrients and oxygen throughout their bodies. Unlike humans, earthworms don't need lungs. Instead, they breathe through their skin. This unique respiratory system works well since they live underground where they can stay moist. By breaking down organic matter and aerating the soil, earthworms contribute significantly to maintaining healthy ecosystems. So next time you see one wiggling in the garden, remember that it has quite the extraordinary anatomy working hard beneath the surface. Did you know about Alaska's unique baggage towers? In a remote corner of Alaska, a community of 200 people lives under one roof in a building known as baggage towers. This remarkable structure serves as the supermarket, school, post office, church, and even the police station for the villagers. The extreme weather conditions, including icy temperatures and fierce storms, make it nearly impossible for residents to venture outside for weeks at a time. Consequently, baggage towers isn't just a building, it's the heart of the village, offering warmth and shelter where the entire community comes together. Imagine sharing meals in the supermarket, attending classes in the school, and participating in church services, all without stepping outside. This fascinating arrangement fosters a strong sense of community, as neighbors support each other amidst the harsh conditions. It's a true testament to human resilience and ingenuity in adapting to one of the most challenging environments on Earth. How does such a unique living situation shape the lives of its residents? Ever thought about camping like a space explorer? A futuristic tent inspired by the legendary Star Wars space station is now a reality, designed by Monster Factory. This innovative tent accommodates 3 people and can be set up in less than 2 minutes. Imagine pitching a cozy space to relax after a long day in the great outdoors, all while feeling like you're in a sci-fi adventure. The materials used are waterproof, ensuring you stay dry even in unexpected rain. And there's a clever air circulation system to keep the atmosphere fresh inside. Not to mention, it also comes with mosquito protection, so you won't be bothered by pesky bugs during your camping trip. This tent is perfect for those quick getaways, whether you're at a music festival, exploring the mountains, or just enjoying nature with friends. With a design that combines practicality with a nod to pop culture, it's hard not to get excited about the possibilities. Are you ready to level up your camping experience? Can you imagine that the US isn't a pure democracy? While many people commonly refer to the United States as a democracy, it is more accurately described as a constitutional republic. This means that the nation thrives on democratic principles, but it operates through elected representatives who make decisions for the citizens. Instead of everyone voting directly on each issue, which would be the case in a direct democracy, citizens choose officials to represent their interests in government. These elected representatives then navigate the complexities of laws and policies according to the framework established by the Constitution. This system allows for a more organized approach to governance, ensuring that laws are followed and rights are protected. So next time you think about American democracy, remember it's a blend of democracy and rule by law. Ever thought about why the Beach of Love is special? This breathtaking spot, tucked away in an underwater crater in the Marianas Islands, is like a secret paradise waiting to be discovered. What makes it truly unique is that you can only reach it by swimming through an underwater tunnel. As you emerge from the tunnel, you're greeted by a picturesque white sand beach, perfectly framed by towering rocky walls that protect it from the outside world. This hidden gem is not just visually stunning, it also offers a glimpse into the wonders of nature. Vibrant marine life flits around the edges of the water, making it a fantastic spot for snorkeling or just enjoying the beauty of the ocean. If you ever find yourself in Mexico, a visit to the Beach of Love should definitely be on your list. It's an experience you won't forget, filled with adventure and a sense of wonder. Is it really true that the European flag holds a secret? The European flag, adopted back in 1955, has become a powerful symbol of unity for a continent rich in diverse cultures. Displaying 12 golden stars arranged in a perfect circle against a deep blue background, this flag has been used by the European Union since 1985. But did you know the number of stars doesn't represent anything historical or political? Instead, the 12 stars stand for completeness and perfection, embodying ideals of harmony and cooperation among member countries. Each star symbolizes the unity among nations, aiming for a peaceful coexistence. Over the years, it has waved in celebrations, protests, and international events, representing hope and solidarity in Europe. So next time you see this iconic flag flying high, remember its deeper meaning of bringing people together. What do you think it stands for today? Is it really true that liquid mirrors can vanish spoons? Liquid mirrors are not just a fun party trick. They play a fascinating role in science and daily life. These unique mirrors consist of a thin layer of liquid, often mercury, which reflects light with surprising efficiency. Scientists use them in telescopes to create massive, precise mirrors that can capture distant celestial objects. But it doesn't stop there. Liquid mirrors have even found their way into art and entertainment. A popular prank involves using liquid mirrors in hot tea, making spoons appear to disappear as the light bends. This enchanting illusion is a playful reminder of how physics influences our perception. So whether in deep space exploration or a cozy kitchen, liquid mirrors remind us how science can make the ordinary extraordinary. Isn't it fascinating how something so simple can have such diverse applications? Surprisingly, it's a fact that logistics lasts 35 days. This groundbreaking film, created by directors Erika Magnuson and Daniel Anderson, boasts an astonishing runtime of 51,420 minutes. To put that in perspective, that's over a month of continuous viewing. Logistics challenges the very idea of what a film can be by pushing the boundaries of storytelling, time, and audience endurance. Instead of a traditional narrative filled with plots and characters, it offers a meditative experience, showing the journey of a product's life cycle from consumer back to producer. Imagine the experience of sitting in a theater for over a month, with the movie unfolding in real time. This monumental work invites viewers to reflect on the nature of time itself and our relationship with the world around us. Would you dare to watch it from start to finish? Hard to believe, but fiber optics revolutionize communication. Fiber optics are amazing thin strands of glass or plastic that carry data as pulses of light, transforming how we connect worldwide. This technology works through a fascinating process called total internal reflection, where light bounces off the inner walls of the fibers, allowing it to travel long distances with incredible speed. Imagine streaming your favorite show or video, chatting with a friend on the other side of the globe, all thanks to fiber optics. This technology isn't just for home internet and television. It also plays a crucial role in medical imaging, helping doctors obtain clear, detailed images for diagnosis. With minimal signal loss and reduced electromagnetic interference, fiber optics ensure that our digital communications are faster and more reliable than ever. Isn't it exciting to think about how these tiny strands are powering our modern world? Can you picture ice sculptures in freezing temperatures? The Harbin Ice Festival, held in Harbin, China, showcases incredible artistry, even when temperatures plunge to a bone-chilling -36 degrees Fahrenheit. Each winter, talented artists craft impressive giant sculptures from ice blocks and snow, transforming the landscape into a breathtaking wonderland. From towering castles to intricate animal designs, every sculpture demonstrates not only brilliant creativity, but also remarkable engineering skills. The challenging climate means that these artists face extreme conditions while working, yet they persevere, using specialized tools to bring their icy visions to life. Visitors from all around the globe flock to this festival to marvel at the glowing sculptures illuminated by colorful lights, making every creation shimmer in the dark. Imagine walking through a city made entirely of ice, where every turn reveals a new masterpiece. This festival isn't just about art, it's about sharing joy and wonder during the coldest time of the year. So if you love creativity, community, and a bit of chill, this festival is definitely an experience you won't want to miss. You won't believe how blue light disrupts your sleep. As it turns out, blue light from screens tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This deceptive effect is why using devices like smartphones or tablets right before bed can mess with your sleep patterns. Your brain, sensing that blue light, interprets it as a signal to stay alert, like it's still chasing after the sun. This can lead to difficulty falling asleep and feeling rested the next day. Studies show that blue light suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. So when you scroll through social media or binge watch your favorite shows at night, you may unknowingly sabotage your sleep. To improve your rest, it's a good idea to limit screen time about an hour before bed. You could also try using blue light filters or glasses designed to block this light in the evening. By understanding the impact of blue light on your brain, you can take steps to ensure better sleep and wake up feeling refreshed. What if I told you Steve Jobs hated Android? Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, didn't just view the Android operating system as competition. He actually believed it was a product that had been stolen from his company's innovations. This intense belief sparked a fierce rivalry between Apple and Google, with Jobs famously expressing his willingness to spend billions in a battle against Android. He felt that the design principles and user experience of Android were borrowings from Apple's iPhone, leading to a deep resentment. Jobs considered Android a threat not just to Apple's financial future, but to the very essence of the creativity that defined the company. His passionate views impacted Apple's strategic decisions and fueled ongoing debates about intellectual property and tech. This fierce outlook reveals just how serious Jobs was about protecting Apple's innovations and brand identity. Have you ever thought about how personal rivalries shape the tech world? Discover the world's first novel, The Tale of Genji, written by Murasaki Shikibu. In the 11th century, this groundbreaking work is often hailed as the first true novel ever created. Set in the Heian period of Japan, The Tale of Genji tells the story of Hikaru Genji, a nobleman known for his romantic adventures and complex relationships. What's fascinating is that, although the primary storyline feels complete, scholars suggest that Murasaki may have intended to write more chapters, leaving us wondering about the full journey of Genji. This means that there could be untold stories waiting in the shadows of history. The novel explores themes of love, loss, and the fleeting nature of time, capturing the essence of human emotion. The influence of The Tale of Genji extends beyond literature. It has inspired art, theater, and even pop culture, making it an enduring piece of world heritage. How did this masterpiece shape storytelling as we know it? Did you know spaghetti bolognese isn't really Italian? This dish, loved by many around the globe, actually misrepresents its origins. In Italy, you won't find the classic spaghetti bolognese on menus. Instead, the authentic dish is called ragu alla bolognese, a rich meat sauce that's typically enjoyed with tagliatelle or other broader pasta types. The traditional ragu is slow-cooked with ingredients like beef, pork, tomatoes, onions, and a splash of red wine, creating a deep and savory flavor that pairs beautifully with the texture of tagliatelle. Italians take great pride in their culinary heritage, and this dish reflects their approach to food, Simple, fresh ingredients elevating a meal. So next time you enjoy this hearty dish, remember the real stars are the pasta and the sauce that originated in Bologna, Italy. What's your favorite way to enjoy pasta?